As oil and gas prices continue to soar amid the war in Iran, Donald Trump and MAGA are now insisting that paying higher prices is your patriotic duty. For more on this, it's time for a closer look. You may not remember this little forgotten piece of history, but Donald Trump campaigned on lowering prices. I know you're thinking to yourself, what? I don't remember that. I thought he campaigned on starting a war with Iran, building a ballroom, putting his name on the Kennedy Center, and making the Oval Office look like the inside of a fancy chocolate wrapper. But it's true. If you dig deep into the history books, you can find one, maybe two examples of Trump promising to bring down prices. And since he rarely mentioned it, I'm sure this montage will be short.
I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Bring down the prices of all goods.
Groceries, cars, everything. Everything from electricity rates to groceries, airfares, and housing costs. We're going to get your energy prices down. A vote for Trump means your groceries will be cheaper. Everything from hot dogs to bacon and eggs and everything. Bacon hasn't come down. Apples haven't come down. Lettuce. Your prices weren't quadrupled for a sausage, for a piece of lettuce, for an apple. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. Bacon. We don't order bacon anymore. It's too expensive, right? But it's all up too much, or we're going to get it down. You look at car insurance. I couldn't believe when I looked at those numbers this morning. I was studying numbers, and I looked at the car insurance numbers. It's incredible.
Oh my God, inflation is so bad, even our montages are up 20%. Also, maybe some people believe you've been in a grocery store due to your impressive ability to list all 3 items on a BLT. But nobody believes you were studying car insurance numbers. Were you online trying to get the best rate for you and Melania? Mel? Do you have any outstanding tickets? Mel, I can't hear you when the door's closed. Well, if you won't answer me, I'll just ask the general. So Trump literally said he would bring down the price of everything from groceries to housing to cars to insurance to gas to electricity to Tic Tacs.
This is Tic Tacs, right? This is inflation. This is Tic Tac. This is Tic Tac. This is inflation.
That's not inflation. Tic Tacs just come in different sizes. You can tell this guy's never actually bought anything for himself. Imagine if you took him to a Cold Stone Creamery, you'd blow his mind. You used to be able to love ice cream in America, but now thanks to inflation, you can only like it. And it comes in the little cup with the plastic hat, and we don't like the plastic hat, do we? Sometimes it's hard to get it off because your hand died 3 months ago, and you can't get it off with your dead hand, so you stare into the plastic hat and you're sad because you gotta have it. Things come in different sizes. You, of all people, should know that. You were just explaining that concept the other day.
These gorgeous B-2 bombers. Give me that bomber, Andrew. This looks small, but in person it's very big.
Yeah. Here's a tip. Put that on your Hinge profile if you want to get banned immediately. The point is, Trump said he'd lower the prices of everything, so let's check in on the price of everything and see how much cheaper everything is now. But I don't want the anti-Trump bias of the woke, lamestream libtards in the media. I want the truth from Fox News. Come on, Fox News, give it to me straight. How awesome are prices now?
We are waiting on the producer price index out any second here. Cheryl Casoni with the number. Cheryl.
These numbers are much hotter than expected, guys, for February PPI. Month over month, a 0.7% jump. Street was looking for a gain of 0.3%. Year over year, we came in 3.4%. Annualized basis, the Street was looking for 2.9%. That's the reading that we got the month prior. So again, hotter than expected.
Yeah, this is not good. We're going to see the markets off today. This is going to be negative for the markets, and we're going to probably see the markets ticking down even further, next couple of days. So this is not good news.
Uh-oh, next time Trump holds up a container of Tic Tacs, we're going to have to zoom in to see it. Now it's just Tic. They had to get rid of the Tac. It's very sad. We miss Tac. We love Tac, but he's gone. Soaring oil prices won't just be bad at the pump. Lots of other stuff will be affected, too.
Gasoline prices is what we talk about because it's the most salient price across the economy. But fertilizer, diesel, all the things that go into our food that, help comprise airfare prices. Like, we're talking about economic-wide shock.
The contagion is pretty enormous because it also has an impact on all of those refined products like jet fuel, like plastics, as well as fertilizer.
Okay, so what? It's just stuff like fertilizer, plastic, and diesel. It's not like we have that many products in our economy that are grown in fertilizer, delivered via trucks or planes, that use diesel or jet fuel and are stored in plastics. In fact, I can't think of anything that fits that description. Does anyone have any ideas?
Hot dogs, sausage, eggs, apples, lettuce, tomato, bacon, Tic Tacs.
Oh no! Not hot dogs, sausage, eggs, apples, lettuce, tomatoes, bacon, Tic Tacs. You guys, that's my favorite sandwich at Crazy Dave's Heart Attack Diner. The war's having a massive impact on the prices Trump promised to bring down, prices that weren't coming down even before the war. So now MAGA's changing its tune. In 2024, they said a vote for Trump means lower prices. In 2026, they're saying it is your patriotic duty to pay higher prices.
As far as the oil prices, people just need to stop panicking. It's worth it to prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon. So if I have to pay a little bit more for gas, I'll do that.
You got to pay the price. I mean, in order to have long-term stability.
The disruptions in the global markets are real and may be painful. But the long-term benefits, again, are incalculable.
There may be some sacrifices to be made at the pump on a temporary basis. I'm willing to pay 30% or 30 cents more at the pump to make sure that Iran does not have a nuclear weapon.
To win in life, you got to suffer short-term pain for the long-term gain, or short-term pain for long-term gain.
Freedom is not free. Americans are going to have to make some sacrifices.
This is short-term, and I'm asking you to just trust the man, okay? Trust the system, let him cook.
Let him cook? He's not a point guard on a heater. He's a 79-year-old man. Besides, he can't cook. Gas is too expensive. I saw him trying to cook a hot dog with a magnifying glass in the sun. I really can't get over how brazen and shameless the lying is. They said they would lower prices on day one. Now they're telling everyone to suck it up and stop panicking over prices that are rising because of a war they started. And when asked what they're going to do about it, they just blame someone else.
Look, gas prices are up, and we know they're up, and we know that people are hurting because of it, and we're doing everything that we can to ensure that they stay lower. I will say, the president said this, and I certainly agree with it. This is a temporary blip, okay? What happened under the Biden administration is that gas prices were high for 4 years.
Are you still talking about Joe Biden? No one even remembers he was president, including him. He forgot midway through the debate. Hey, what's going on? This is for presidents. I shouldn't be up here. You guys are the ones who said you'd bring prices down, and now you're doing the opposite. You can't blame Biden for that. Even your own voters blame you.
I'm in Millersburg, Pennsylvania. The reason I'm here is it's a swing district, Pennsylvania's 10th district. In a swing state, President Trump won this district by about 5 points. We wanted to talk to people about their feelings about gas prices, about the war.
If you could say something to President Trump and he was going to hear you right now, what would it be?
You are a worthless pile of.
And you voted for him how many times?
3 times. That was my bad. Apparently, I'm an idiot.
Man, it is so refreshing in 2026 to hear anyone say, apparently I'm an idiot, because like we're all idiots, but in 2016, everybody stopped admitting it. You know what, ma'am? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you're actually a hero and we should all take a page from you. If someone ran for office right now with the slogan, apparently I'm an idiot, they would have my vote. Now, today, Trump spoke from the Oval Office. He had an opportunity to address voters who believed his promises and are now disappointed. And as if to prove he's an idiot, who apparently doesn't know it, he failed to provide any reassurance.
The building you see over there is under budget and ahead of schedule. That's the ballroom.
When Americans were pinched by recession, Bill Clinton said, "I feel your pain." Trump says, "The ballroom will be soundproof, so I'll never hear your anguish cries." Also, seriously, dude, stop talking about the ballroom. Nobody cares about the ballroom. Besides, with these prices, what kind of food are you going to serve in the ballroom? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Donald J. Trump Presidential Ballroom. If you look at the menu, you'll see a beautiful meal of exactly 1 egg and 1 Tic Tac. I know that seems small, but
in person it's very big.
This has been A Closer Look.